tell me about all the superstitions, starting with the cleats. I heard you kind of forgot them or something the other day?
Yeah, well, the first game in Gloversville, I left them on the bus, and I had to use one of my buddy's cleats. So I had my cleats for the second game against Johnstown, but I figured I'll use them until I get up ahead. So.
What was Zach Williams' cleats? I heard.
Yeah.
How did you come to use his? Just the same size, or?
Well, I was asking around, and Rizzo said he had a pair, but his were like a size 10, so that was too small. And Williams, he coaches first most of the time, so he's just like, you can use mine, and they happen to be the same size, and they work pretty well, I guess.
I heard you told your parents that we're gonna have to buy him a pair of cleats.
Yeah,
I don't think he's getting those back.
Yeah, I don't know. And my mom was more than happy to go out and get him a pair.
So what now? Now that the streak's over, you gonna give him back the cleats, or?
Yeah, I think so. I think because I like my cleats a lot, so I think I'll switch back to mine after today.
What other superstitions? I heard maybe something about drinking seven swigs of Gatorade between the innings.
Yeah, well, it was something I happened to do in the first inning, and for some reason I remembered it. So after every inning I would take 7 sips of Gatorade, and that was it. It's just I have like a weird thing with sevens. I mean, I wear number 7, so I don't know. I like to do everything in 7, so it was just a superstition I started.
How'd you feel going out there today? I mean, there had to be some pressure,
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's talking about it, everybody's thinking about it.
Yeah.
Were you kind of almost, I don't want to say relieved when the guy got the hit, but how did you feel when it ended?
I don't know. It was a mixture of relief and kind of I was upset with myself at the same time, but I still just wanted to get the win. But I mean, it was a lot of self pressure. I think that's what I mean. I was talking to one of my teachers today, Mr. Sesselman. He was saying that there's probably more pressure on myself than from anyone else. And I don't know. I think it'll be good definitely going into the Queensberry's game next week because I think it would have been a lot too much pressure coming into Queensberry. So I'm upset at the same time, but I'm definitely relieved coming into Queensberry. So cause I'm just hoping to get a win against them because I want to win Foothills.
Yeah.
So.
At what point during the second game, or did you start thinking that it was possible?
During the second game, well,
yeah.
It was in the back of my mind since really the first pitch because I knew I had won the first game, so I'm like, and I had the cleats on my mind too, so I was thinking once I give up the hit, there goes the cleats. So it was definitely on the back of my mind during the whole second game. So it was there.
What was your closest call during the two games?
The two games, probably during the first game, the bunt with Bryce. There was a bunt right in front of pitchers. It was, in between play, me and him, and he called me off, and it was bang play at first, and the call could have gone either way. But that was definitely a close one. And then the second one, there was Robbins in center field who had that long fly ball to preserve that one. Those are both, they say there's always one play for a no-hitter that saves the game, and those are two right there.
Now, you did some kind of non-league pitching this year before kind of stepping up into this role this year. I know you did some diving over the winter.
Yeah.
Working out with the swim team. Did that help? And what else kind of made you kind of make this leap heading into this season?
With the swim team stuff, I definitely know my leg strength built a lot, and I know pitching. Your base is your legs. So I like to think that helped. I mean, diving definitely I think helped, and with my balance, especially up at the plate and in the field and pitching and everything. And I definitely thought it was a lot better than snowboarding, which is what I normally did. So definitely some structured workouts were better than the snowboarding. So
yeah, I know Kevin Crossman probably put you through something.
Yeah, he sure did. Yeah, I owe a lot to Kevin. He's a great coach.
How would you describe your approach? A lot of off-speed stuff, a lot of it seems like really good curveball, changeup.
I mean, it's a lot of everything. I'm not really overpowering, but I feel like if I hit my spots and work my fastball, which moves a lot. And mix it up. That's my big thing. Mix it up, height. Mix up speeds, mix up movement. So that's my big thing. Just I got to mix it up to be successsul.
How cool was it to have the guy who did this, in 1970 here?
Oh man!
Did you know he was coming?
I had no idea. My dad came over after the game and said, he would like to meet you, and he's like, this is the last guy to pitch back to back, and I was in shock, and because I actually just found that out yesterday. By the JV coach told me about it, and. I didn't realize that there was a guy that pitched back-to-back back in the 70s or whatever, and so it was a real shock and honor to meet him.
His second no-hitter was actually 40 years ago today.
Today,
to be exact date. Yeah.
That's incredible when he told me that.